guys, this is your girl Jody D.I.A, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I turn this wig into a lime green pixie cut wig. Yes, so this is going to be my first time doing a pixie cut unit, and yeah, and also in the color lime green. I was going to purchase a new wig to do it, but I'm like, why would I? Because I already have this one. I've had it like for maybe 3 going on 4 years now. I rarely wear it, and you know, instead of buying a brand new one, I'm just gonna use this one. This one was originally black. I purchased it from OMG Her Hair. I think it was for $100 because it was like a 12-inch. Yes, a 12-inch. And then I turn it brown, and then I turn it into this color. So just like a dirty blonde type of color with a little darker roots. But what I'll be doing in today's transformation is doing some darker roots, like a medium brown darker roots, and then again I'll be doing the pixie cut. So I'll literally be cutting everything off and just leaving just a little in the front. So stay tuned. So this is the wig after it is wet, so that's why it looks a little trashy. And I want to give a big shout out to my girl Jada. She's sitting in today just so she wants to learn how to do this, and I want to give a special thanks to her because of course guys, I'm not tech savvy at all, and if it wasn't for her, all the editing, all the making of my YouTube channel, everything that goes into me posting a video is all, you know, kudos to her. So yeah, I'm bigging her up today. So now that I have the unit on my head, you want to make sure that you have your razor comb and you have a scissors. And I'm so scared because I haven't, this is a big step and I definitely do not want to mess up. So I'm just gonna hold the scissors because remember we're doing a pixie cut, so I'm just doing a big chop. Oh, I'm nervous. So I'm just cutting it from here. Yeah. And I'm just gonna continue towards the back. And then what I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna do some dark roots. I'm gonna darken the roots a little. And again, as I was saying in my video before this one, well, not my video before this one, in my intro, I'll be using a lime green. Yes, lime green. I don't know what I'm thinking, but yeah, lime green. So yeah, I'm just cutting it off pretty much so that I can use my razor comb to do the pixie cut. So I'm just going onto this side. And I'm just cutting it pretty much on my head, and then I'll be like doing the layers and everything on my mannequin head. And I don't want the front to be short. I want it to have kind of a little, you know, thing at the front right here. So the more I cut it down, the shorter I want it to be. I'm gonna be using the razor comb. I'm nervous, so yeah, I'm just using the razor comb just to make sure I get the type of layered type of cut that I'm looking for. Yeah, just layer it down. Jada, are you praying for me? We're doing it together, guys. This is definitely an experiment. I've always liked the pixie cut, and the other day I was going through YouTube looking at the pixie cut, and I saw someone that had the neon, and I'm like, how cool is that? That is definitely risky, and I definitely want to try it. So here we go. Yeah, so yeah, this is kind of like how I want the front. I'm just gonna go down a little shorter, not too short though, but a little shorter. And then if you're doing this, you want to just play with it just to make sure that you're comfortable, because once it's cut, then there's nothing we can do. Once the damage is done, we can't fix it. We just have to go from here. So I'm just cutting it down. and I'll be right back. So at this point, guys, I put it back on my head just to make sure that everything is in the direction that I want it to be in. And I'm just continue cutting just to make sure that, you know, I'm pretty much just lining everything up pretty much based on the shape of my face. And so far, so good. I'm not scared. It's not glued down or anything, so that's why you can see here just kicking up. But so far, so good. I'm just continuing to use my razor comb, just making sure it's not too short, but then again, you know, in a layered manner so that even when I cut it down, I can still maybe do the little finger waves. I can just wear it flat or change up the style and stuff like that. So it's a work in progress. I'm just using the razor comb to thin it out a little because here's a little thick. So I'm just using the comb to thin it out, and I'm gonna continue, you know, doing that until everything is how I want it. Okay guys, so this is the look I'm going for. Just a little shorter on this side and then a little bit more on this side. I'll cut it down more when I'm styling it, but for right now, this is what it's gonna be until I do everything. Again, the color that I'll be using is, yeah, lemon. I'm scared but excited, and this lemon is from Color Brilliance, Iron Color Brilliance, and again it's a semi-permanent color and it's in the color neon. And then what I'm going to do because I'm going to darken the roots a little, I'll be using also the Iron Color Radiance in a medium blonde just to darken the roots before I, you know, put the neon green on it. So what I'll be doing now is to get everything ready to do my mixture for the dark roots, and then once the roots is set, then I'll go straight onto with my lemon green. And now that we have everything mixed, I'm just going to use my little dye brush, or if you have something that is smaller that's more comfortable, then you can use that. But this is what I'm going to use just to apply the dye to the roots to give them the darker roots. So I'm just taking my time and just making sure everything is evenly applied. You just want to make sure that the dye is just to the roots, because that's all I want to be dark is just the roots, because everything else will be neon. And I got this inspo from this other YouTuber. She's Jamaican and she did it the same dark roots with the lemon green here, and trust me, it was the bomb. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to recreate that with a little different from how she has hers, and I'm just going to do one for myself. So you just want to make sure that everywhere that you want to be dark is coated with the medium brown dye, and then once you have that all in, then you just let it sit for a couple of minutes. The bottle says 10 minutes, so I'll just cover it and leave it for 10 minutes, and once the color is how I want it, then I'll just wash it out before adding the green color to it as well. Okay, and this is how it looks. You see it looks a little darker than here. So now I'm gonna rinse it out, literally from my bathroom sink. I'm just rinsing it out just with warm water. Doing the ends. the final look, guys. I'm totally feeling this pixie cut. I loved everything about it. I loved how the color came out. I love how the roots are darker but not too dark, because that wasn't the look I was going for at all. I totally love it. You know, the cut of how I was so nervous, it came out perfectly. I'm just gonna turn around so that you can see the back. Yes, that's a 360 of the unit. Again, I've had this unit for over 3 years. It was originally black, then I turn it brown, then I turn it blonde, and then now to this lemon color. So it isn't green, it's more like of a yellow kind of green kind of color. On the box it is it says it's lemon, so that's the name of the color, and it's from Ion Color Brilliance. And I didn't do the water method, if you guys were wondering. I didn't do the water method, which is a lot easier in most cases when dyeing, because this dye wasn't a liquid type of dye. It had some form of it's a cream dye, so putting that in water, I don't think the color would take that much. So that's why I decided to just, you know, use the brush and just apply it the regular way. And then again, with it not being liquid, it's cream, then it would be a lot easier to manage, because it would be like pretty much perming your hair, that type of consistency. That's what it has, as you saw in the earlier video. So again, I'm just going to do a little close-up. This is the color. It is absolutely beautiful. And then I love how, you know, the brown roots highlights the color of the hair, and then it just highlights my face. I was a bit skeptical because I was saying, the color, I don't know if it will fit me, because in the video that I watched previously that inspired this hairstyle, the roots were a little darker, and then the dye looked, the lemon color looks a lot different. But I'm totally happy with how mine came out. I bought 2 of the medium brown cream dye to do the roots. I use both. No, I ended up using only 1, and then I bought 3 of the lemon color. I used all 3 because what happened, I did the initial video last night, and because it was dark, I think I didn't let it sit long enough, so the color didn't come out that good. Then this morning when I woke up, then I looked at it, I'm like, that's not the color I was going for. Luckily, I only used 2 and I had 1 left because I only purchased 3. I definitely went ahead back with the color and just redid it, let it sit for an hour, and then put it under the blow dryer so that it could dry under the blow dryer. Because this is not, I haven't curled it, flat ironed it or anything. This is just me, you know, wrapping it down when it was wet, putting it under my sit under blow dryer and just letting it dry so that it gives me this bouncy type of look. And of course, if you wanted to switch the style up, you can. If you wanted to do something like all back, if you wanted to do like a finger wave kind of style, you can do that. I'm gonna play with this more as I get along, just to make sure, trying out different styles, just making sure, you know, this hair, you know, fits everything that I was looking for. Again, this hair I purchased from OMG Her Hair. It wasn't on AliExpress. They had their own website, and trust me, I paid like $100 for this back in the day, because as I said, it's been 3 years, and it's one of the best wigs I've ever purchased. It takes color so good, because as I said, originally it was black, and then I did it in brown, and it took it like a G. I then went a step further and doing it to the blonde color that I had previously, prior to me adding on this lemon color on it, and trust me, it took that perfectly. And then again, you see here, I took it another level and put it in this color, and it came out good as well. So I do recommend them, omgherhair.com. Their hair is good, based on my experience with this unit, and I would definitely recommend them again. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to continue to subscribe, sharing the video, liking, and then comment below what other videos you would like to see. And for a lot of persons asking me the makeup that I use in my videos, the makeup that I've been using, I'm going to link it below because I totally blanked out here for a second and totally forgot what it's called. But I'll link it below, the makeup that I've been using in all my videos, because I use a variation of different makeups, but for my YouTube videos I've only been using a specific type, which I'll definitely link below. Again, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.